Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Unscripted, your objects. I'm going to give you the expert answers. So it's good to have you with me. I don't know what's coming. As I said, all unscripted. Here's my first guess. What'd you bring? What's your first name?
Hi. My name is Autumn.
Hi, Autumn. What have you got?
I've got this painting.
Okay.
It is signed. Oh, this is actually harder than it looks. FGR Roth. I got it online. I paid $8 for it. The label says New Jersey on it. I did a little bit of research and found that he was the artist who sculpted the Balto sculpture in Central Park, which I was really, really excited about. But everything I could find online was just sculptures.
Imagine that.
Yeah, so I was really curious. I just really want to know more about it.
Okay, so a couple of things. How much did you pay for it? $8, did you say?
$8, yes.
And where did you get it? You got it online at an online auction?
Yes.
Why did you buy it?
Or actually, I bought it on Poshmark for $8.
Okay, so why did you buy it?
I bought it because I thought it was really beautiful. I thought it was rendered really nicely. It's got gilding on it, which was just, I thought, interesting. And I just like the subject matter.
Okay, so it was something that you liked. A couple of things. First of all, you want to look for originals. It's very commonplace that, of course, sculptors will be working in two-dimensional in addition to three-dimensional. So two-dimensional flat, right, drawings, they have to draft it all out. They have to draw it all out beforehand. So while, of course, it's not going to be as valuable as the sculptures, you want to make sure that you're looking at these works by a particular artist in their particular medium. So person is known for, again, being a sculptor. You'd rather have a sculpture for value, but it's still a nice piece. For $8, you did great. Value on the piece, $150. Good for you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Nice to see you. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
Couple of things I want to remind you of. If you are saying, oh, Dr. Lori, I really want to ask you about a piece, but you know what? I want to do it privately. You, of course, can do a video call with me as well. So you can do that. Who's my next guest? Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. What's your first name?
Joseph.
Hi, Joseph. What's happening?
Nothing much. I got this Portland.
Joseph, there's a lot happening. You're talking to me. Oh, Joseph's gone. He didn't like my joke. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well, Dr. Lori. How are you?
I'm good, sweetheart. Where are you from? What's your first name?
I'm Dan, and I'm out of Denver, Colorado.
Nice to see you. Thanks for watching the channel. What can I help you with today?
Yes. So I went to an estate sale yesterday and picked up this watercolor. I believe it's a watercolor. From this.
It's not a watercolor.
It's not. Okay.
No, it's called a rubbing. It's a rubbing. So basically they put the picture and then they rub it. Sort of like when you had to figure out what somebody wrote on like a piece of pottery and you put the piece of paper, then you take the pencil.
Yep.
It's a rubbing. Yeah, okay. But that's good. You thought it was a watercolor. That's okay, because I could put you on the right road. It's no problem. So how much did you pay for it at the estate sale?
So I actually got a bunch of stuff for $20, so let's call it $1.
Okay, so you got all this stuff for $1. Do you always buy things in frames?
This is actually my first time doing art because I've been listening to you about branching out. So
okay, I want you to branch out because there's a good return on investment for art. You can buy it low because nobody knows. Most people don't know. This is why everybody comes to me. Nobody really is sure. And then basically you can flip it pretty well. Let's see your piece again. Show everybody your piece if you would, Dan. There you go. Okay, a couple things. Nuances of the color is why, like the different color, you see the orange into the black, into the gray, and the browns. All of that is how you know it's a rubbing. Also, you can tell that certain areas are darker, right? Harder pushed into versus, of course, more lightly pushed onto the surface. That's what you're looking at. These are sometimes called temple rubbings, and some of the most famous ones are out of Indonesia or Bali. And other Jakarta and other places. This particular piece is pretty big, probably dates to the 1960s, tourist piece in a nice frame. I would say value on it about $55. So for your $1 investment, you're going to make 55 times that dollar.
I can live with that.
That's what I mean about art. It's not 10 times, it's not 3 times, it's not 4 times, it's a lot. So I know you all love, the ceramics, and I can look up the mark and we can find this. That's fine, but you're not going to make that kind of return other than with art, which is why most of you are showing me, again, images with respect to art. But I want to teach you all of these things, why your piece is different than, of course, this one. Autumn, well, we'd love to have you. There's a lot of information that I can give, of course. And on this channel, if you binge watch and use the binge link, you're going to learn all kinds of stuff. There's hundreds of videos where I give you instruction as well as show you how you've succeeded. So many of you have succeeded. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi,
Your hair
Dr.
looks
Lori.
so good and my hair looks like this. How come? I want to know. Oh, God. It's looking good. It's looking good. What's your name, hon?
Thank you. So I got this. I have 2 questions about this clock.
Okay.
So I got this clock in online auction.
What's your first name and where are you calling from?
Oh, my name is Andrea. I'm
Andrea.
calling from Texas.
Nice to see you. Okay, so you got this in an online auction. How much did you pay?
I bought with a few other stuffs. Let's say $2.
All right, $2.
And I know I think is around 1918. Is an aircraft clock, 8 days clock, and
That means you have to wind it once a week. An 8-day strike is what it's called.
yes,
So
but
typically, you need to wind once a week, and you'd wind from the bottom. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
it's not working. So the glass is cracked, and this box is probably for protection or for collector, whatever. I have 2 questions about this. I want to know how much would be the value as is, and if I maybe restore and then I can sell after restored. I don't know if in restoration we replace the glass or not. This kind of thing. I don't know, but
Do you know how to restore it? Could you fix the clock?
No, I'm considering taking to someone next week.
Okay, so depending on how much they want to charge you versus the value, you have to make a determination. Make sense? Okay, so value on it right now in that poor condition is about $85.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's as is. In the event that they do the restoration and they do a good job, it will be worth more. I can't tell you how much more, and here's why. I don't know if they're going to go do a good job or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they may not be able to get it working. They probably could get the parts, but the parts might be difficult to obtain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is it worth $85 in that condition? Here's why. First of all, it's a relatively rare clock. It's a clock that falls into more than one category. So you have, of course, the category of people who collect clocks in general, people who collect only clocks that relate to, of course, aircraft, clocks that in fact are 8-day strike. So all those considerations are what you put into that particular piece. How much did you pay for the clock? $2?
Two.
Well, good for you. So you did very well in that, and that's a good deal. In terms of the crystal or the glass on top, oftentimes if you remove the crystal on a watch, on a clock, on anything, typically that will impact the value pretty significantly because most true purist clock collectors like the original crystal. Thanks, Andrea.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you.
Yeah,
Your
nice
hair
to
looks
see
good.
you.
Sweet. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm the PhD antiques appraiser. Lots and lots of decades of experience, and I'm sharing it all with you. I don't know what's coming. All unscripted. Here's my next guest.
Oh.
Hi, how are you?
Lori.
Hi. What's your first name? Where are you calling from?
It's April from Omaha.
Hey, April, I like the planets above your head.
Oh, yeah. This was my son's room. I think you met him. Remember the night?
I
his
remember
suit of
the night.
armor.
Yeah, right. We did a video call together, right?
Yes.
He had a suit of armor, your son.
Yes. Yes.
It was pretty good. I mean, it was a pretty good deal, that suit of armor. So
Yeah.
nice to see you.
Yeah.
He's all grown up now.
Yes, he's all grown up and out of this room and into another one. So
All right. What have you got, hon?
office. It's kind of like an art glass. I don't know if it's an ashtray or if it's a bowl. It seems to have a couple different tones.
Can you hold it up higher so
Sure.
it's near the camera? We're kind of close to the camera, in the vicinity of the camera, but not right on the camera. Okay, that's better. Can I see it sideways? So can you just flip it so it's sideways? There you go. Is there any mark on the bottom? Do you notice how there's those big holes, those big impressions at the bottom? You see those big caverns, if you will? That's something that's indicative usually of the 1970s into the 1980s of these pieces. That piece could be utilized mostly as a bowl. You could use it in the middle of a coffee table. You can imagine it, and everybody who's smoking around can actually put their butts in it. But in fact, their cigarette butts in it. But I would say it's more of a bowl, like a decorative bowl. Okay. It is, of course, multicolored. It's, of course, cased. It's nice. You can see, of course, the bottom. Very nicely done. I don't think it's anything to really write home about. It's not a fantastic piece of studio glass, but I would say it's probably easily worth $55 to $60. How much did you pay for it? Where did you get it?
It was $3 at a garage sale.
There you go. That's good. Not bad. And the thing that sells glass, for those of you who are resellers, is color, color, color. And the different colors, of course, make the different glasses make the different colors. So, of course, you can see like the green is iron oxide, for example. You have to have iron oxide to make green glass, the same way you need gold to make red glass. All those different colors of how you actually make colored glass is at drloriv.com. Of course, you can learn all of those things if you go to my website and you look through and you search for glass information or selling tips or whatever it might be at the magnifying glass at drloriv.com at the search. So there's a lot there too. There's a lot here, but there's a lot also on the website too. So thanks very much, April. Nice to see you. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Expert Answers to all your questions, and I'll take questions from, of course, those who aren't on video too. So in the event that you aren't on the live stream, but you're here with comments and you've got a question, type them in. I'll be happy to answer those as well. My next guest, here we go. Spinning, spinning, spinning. I wonder if it's Joe. Let's see if Joe's going to make it back. Remember Joe? We were talking to him and he was gone. Okay, he's gone again. I don't know. We'll see if we can get to Joe at some point. Oh, goodness. I'm Dr. Lori. Here's my next guest. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. It's Lisa
Hi.
from Los Angeles. Hi.
Oh, hi.
I went to, I hope my internet's okay. I went to the Goodwill.
Thank you very much for the super sticker. Annapolis does remember. What have we got?
It is
Oh, yeah,
sculpture,
it is.
and it's a three family or a three-person family sculpture.
Yeah, it's like a family
It is
sculpture.
marked.
Yep. What does it say? What's the mark say?
Oh.
Can you read it, honey?
MAKOMBG. Macombe.
Okay. Okay, so these sculptures are pretty common. We see a lot of these. I mean, I probably see one of those every public event. I do like 150 public events every year. So I see about one every one. So there are a lot of them out there made by all different artists of all different levels. They're pretty straightforward. Of course, they're nice abstract pieces. They're introduced in the 1980s and they're popular. Well, they're introduced as early as the late 1970s, and they continue in popularity all the way through today. You see them. So how much did you pay for it? Where'd you get it?
Goodwill for $13.
$13? $13 is kind of high, don't you think?
Well, it's pretty. It's a green and it's a stone, and I thought it was pretty.
Okay, so you thought it was pretty, so you can say the $13. Although a lot of my friends in California have been saying that the Goodwills in your neck of the woods very competitive. A lot of people are paying high prices. They're arguing over pieces, and that's happening at a lot of these stores. A lot of chaos, a lot of fights.
Some lady wanted this one, and I wouldn't let her have it.
Okay, well, did she make you an offer? Was she willing to pay more than $13? No. So they want it, but they want you to just give it up.
No, I meant at the Goodwill, she was eyeballing it, but I grabbed it before she could grab it off the shelf.
Okay. It's rough out there being a thrifter. Thrifting is not all that easy. Value on that piece, just about $65. There are a lot of them out there. The bigger ones, of course, a little bit more, but it is a nice sculpture. It is a signed sculpture. It's a good piece, but there are a lot of them that are in the market. So you'll see values up and down. Now, other people will say, oh, well, art, very, very valuable. It depends on what art, and it depends on if it looks like, it's produced. We've seen these over and over again. Danny, thank you very much. I support all of you. You can thank me for the support. I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chats and super stickers, which help support my staff. But I will tell you, I'll keep doing these videos so you can succeed. That's what I want you to do. And I'm the one who can teach you how to succeed, not just show you what's going on. I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. Others can't do it. So thank you for sharing the channel and thank you for being with me. I'm Dr. Lori. How are you?
Hey, Dr. Lori, I'm great.
Nice to see you. What's your first name? Where are you calling from?
Leslie, and I'm from Podunk town in southern Idaho.
You're from a podunk town in southern Idaho? All right. Well, I mean, so where is it closest to? Where's the closest not podunk town near you?
Boise.
Oh, Boise. Okay. It can't be that podunk. All right. Thank you for the super chat and the super sticker. I'm going to teach you all what to look for so you can make money. I know here a lot of you are making money. You're telling me you are. So tell me what you got. Where did you get it? How much did you pay?
I paid $10. I have no idea what it is, but I loved it.
I love it too. I love it too. That is so not my style, but you know what I like about that? I like the three-dimensionality. I like the workmanship. I like the quality. I like the time in, because I'm a girl who's put time in. So I respect the time in and the work that went into something like that. Especially that tree. I love the tree. It's not my style, but I don't want you to pick on taste. I want you to choose on quality.
Mine either, but it spoke to me.
Yeah. Can I see the bottom? Show me a mark on the bottom. Sorry, my nose.
Nothing but the stickers.
Nothing but the stickers. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's a studio art piece. That's very nicely done. I love I didn't even notice the mountain. I love the mountain too. The three-dimensionality that comes right out at you. Wonderful. Just a wonderful piece. Is it 12 inches? Is it 15, 16 inches?
It's about 11 inches tall and roughly 9 inches in diameter.
Great. Can you go right up to the camera?
It's got some detail.
I like the detail. You know, you could even put like a little fairy garden right next to that, one of those houses.
Yeah, I think it's Mount Fuji.
Wonderful. How much
Mount
did you
Fuji,
pay?
right?
How much did you pay?
$10?
$10 for that? Did you negotiate?
Not a bit.
Come on, Dr. Lori, it's so cool. Value on that piece, $125. I like it.
Honestly.
Where did you get it? Did you get it at the thrift store, yard sale?
At the thrift store, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of thrift store? Big one or small one? I'm sorry.
It was one of the items under the glass that nobody looks at.
Oh, because when it's under the glass, nobody does look at it. You know, people have been taking me thrift store shopping with them, and we've been doing that also on the channel. But when someone says, Dr. Lori, I want you to go thrift store shopping with me, the glass case is where you got to go, because that typically might be a little bit more expensive, but oftentimes that's overlooked. People they go right by it. And a lot of times we know Goodwill misses it. You know, Habitat for Humanity, they miss it. You know, they miss a lot. Salvation Army, they miss it. Thanks for being with me. Nice to see you. So I'm going to teach you what to look for and what's what. Thanks for your support of the channel with super chats and super stickers. I'm Dr. Lori. Let's see. Are serigraphs normally signed with original signatures? Yes. Yes. Serigraphs, etchings, engravings, monoprints, let's see, which other ones? Aquatints, but serigraphs, which are silk screen or screen prints, are oftentimes signed with, of course, original signatures or pencil signed signatures. And even if it's signed in the plate or in the print itself, a signature on a print is always a good thing. So great. Good question. Thanks for your question. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I've got another guest. Hi. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm Marilyn. I'm calling from Alberta, Alabama.
Hi, Marilyn. How are things in Alabama? Good?
It's good. Weather's hot, of course, but it's good.
You know, there's good and bad about that, right?
Yeah, of course.
What have you got to show me, sweetie?
My husband actually brought this back from a demolition.
Oh, the art of Maurice Sendak. Okay. Yes. Where the wild things are. All right.
Yes.
It's actually.
Where's your husband? Where's
He's right here. He's right here.
Thing. What is this? You don't want to talk to me? Come on. Big Alabama guy doesn't want to talk to me. What's your name?
It's actually got all her portraits and stuff that she's drawn, and then like a little pop-up, if you can, like an original pop-up.
Pop-up book by Maurice Sendak. That's wonderful. It's in beautiful shape. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be careful when you turn pages.
Yes,
Go
ma'am.
easy.
It's got all her artwork in it that she's done.
Very nice.
Let me get some more pages.
What's your first name, sir? What's your first name?
David.
David. Okay. David,
Yes,
why
ma'am.
did you buy this book?
I actually didn't buy it. I did a demolition job, and the lady had tons of books, and she was throwing them all out. And this one just spoke to me because I was watching you the other day, and you had done an appraisal on a Where the Wild Things Are book.
Yes. Yes.
And it spoke to me right then and there at that moment after I seen that. I was like, well, let's ask Dr. Lori. Today's Saturday. I'll just take it home and ask her.
Okay. Did you get all the books? Did you take
no,
all the
ma'am.
books?
I didn't get all the books.
You just chose
that
some.
one.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The books you want to look for. All of you want to look for. Cookbooks, children's literature, art books, Monet, Picasso, this one, that one. We art people pay a lot for the books. We're used to it. We don't mind. First edition authors like fiction, for whom the bell tolls, Hemingway, those kinds of things. Value on that book. What's the publication date on that book? Front page.
Actually,
Let me see.
It's in there. At my books have publication dates. That book's going to have a publication date. 1980s, 1990s, late 80s. What is it?
1980.
1980. Value on that book, $55. You got it for $0. Good for you. David,
Right on.
when you're on the live stream with me, get in there with your beautiful wife.
Yes, ma'am.
See you guys. Keep it up.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. See, he learned something and he's going to apply what he learns. I like to hear that. Alabama. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD antiques appraiser. I'm here to make you money. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. And if you're a collector, you're going to find the best stuff because I'm going to show you the quality. Years and years in major museums and years as an appraiser. Going to show you right here. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Risa. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Hi, Risa. I like Knoxville. Knoxville was fun. Although I wanted to meet Dolly Parton and I didn't get to meet her. I'm still mad about that, but Knoxville is fun.
Yeah, it is.
Great city. So what have you got? What can I tell you about what you've got? How'd you get it?
Well, I've got an interesting table and chairs.
Okay.
That was given to me by my grandmother.
Okay.
And I haven't been able to find anything on it online. If I need to get closer, let me know. But there's
Well, let's
little
start with the
marbles.
table because the chairs and the table are not a match.
They are not?
No.
Thank you.
I mean, they're of a similar period. Actually, they're not of a similar period either. So the table is from one period and the chairs are from another period. I'm going to do the table for you because the table's worth more than the chairs. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. So does the table open and you can put a leaf inside the table or does the table or not?
Very good question. It folds down.
Okay.
So if you'd like me to demonstrate that for you.
Sure. Do a little demo if you don't mind.
Sure.
Be careful. Don't break your ceramic pieces that are in harm's way.
Well, I can't get it to fold down, but it
Okay,
folds
don't
down
bother
in
with
half.
it. Here's what I want to talk to you about. First of all, the table is a pedestal table with, of course, a urn-shaped pedestal, and then it goes up. And then what happens is it's a double drop, right? They both drop?
Correct.
Okay, so it's called a double drop leaf when the leaf actually drops. Notice that big, thick band all the way around. That helps you to identify date between 1880 and about 1900 for that piece. Okay, that helps you to identify date about the 1880s. It's beautifully carved. It's very nicely done. Can I see the surface top of the table? The top of the table is always going to be important for, of course, quality. Was it ever refinished or ever restored?
You know, I don't know, but it looks really good.
How did your grandmother take care of it? Did she always have something on top of it, like a tablecloth?
I'm sure she did. Or a plexi.
Best things to do is make sure that you have a tablecloth. It looks like that table's in a corner, a relatively sunny corner. Wood doesn't like sun.
That's
because
correct.
it will basically dry out. Okay, so you want to be careful of that. That table is an $850 to $1,200 table. I would say that, first of all, the two-tone of the color looks like it has been in sun, which is why the value is rather low. I'd go $1,200 in today's market on that table. It's very nice, but the color at the top is not the same as the color around the banding and at the pedestal. The pedestal is always darker, right? Because it doesn't get as much sun, doesn't get as much heat. But this one is really contrast, which is why the value is a little low. About $1,200. It's beautiful. I'd put a tablecloth on it, or I'd move it. And if you don't want a tablecloth on it, I'd move it away from a sunny window.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lori. Have a great day.
You too, darling. That's a beautiful piece. But again, protecting these pieces takes time, energy, effort too. Don't forget, I give you these tips on my newsletter. You can subscribe to my newsletter at drloriv.com. It's very easy. Go up. You'll see the thumbs up at Dr. Lori V. It says free because the newsletter is free. It will come into your email box after you subscribe. And once we send it out regularly. It's right there when you go to, of course, drloriv.com. All right. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser, and I'm taking your calls. I'm looking at your objects. We're doing free appraisals. So glad you found me. You're a fountain of knowledge. I'm amazed. Looking forward to booking a video call soon. Please do book a video call. I'll be happy to talk with you. I do them all the time. I talk to all kinds of folks. Today, I talked to a woman who said to me, Dr. Lori, I'm learning about art because I know you love jewelry, but I'm not into jewelry. I was like, you're not into jewelry. What do you mean you're not into jewelry? Come on. But she's looking at art, and I'm happy about that. Why? Because the most valuable things that you can flip, fine art, furniture, jewelry, glass, ceramics, all the stuff I'm going to tell you about. So watch those videos. Use that binge link. Thank you, Lori, for your support of the channel always. Thank you all for sharing the channel. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing fine. What's your first name? Where are you calling from? What have you got?
My name's Anna. I'm from Norman, Oklahoma. And I have a painting here that I just
Norman where the University of Oklahoma is?
It is indeed.
Okay. Big college town. I love college town.
Right.
Yeah, that's fun. So you've got a painting and you've got a man behind a painting. Who's this guy?
Yeah, that's my husband. My husband, Adam.
Hi, darling. How are you? I like this.
Doing good.
I'm good, baby. I like this painting. Be careful, you're gonna drop the painting.
All right, I gotta be right.
The guys tonight, I'll tell you, these husbands are bad. Oh, I don't know. You have a lot more patience. I don't know. I gotta be single. All right, show me this painting. Get closer, will you, sweetie?
Sure. That's about as close without kind of losing the full.
Oh, I like that. Where'd you find that? Show us the back. Show us the back.
The back. Turn it around.
Show us the back. Yeah, right there. Now, notice the mitered corner. You see the mitered corner? The mitered corner means that it's restretched in the United States, right? I also want you to look at the color of the canvas, and I want you to look at how the wave of the canvas across, there are those nails. See those nails? Those nails are about 2 inches apart. That's a trained artist. Beautiful. It's called the Exoticism period. Is it signed?
Yes, it is.
All right. Who's it signed by?
It says R.TSCHA, UDI.
Artiduccio?
Yes.
TISDUDI?
Yes.
Okay. So a couple of artists who are working in areas of the Mediterranean, and they are painting the Mediterranean, southern Italy, southern Europe. And these paintings are, of course, exoticism paintings. They're painted at the late 19th, early 20th century, and they're painted of exotic people, typically the Middle Eastern people. And you'll usually see them on very exotic animals, the camels and such, oftentimes horses, with usually a mosque or another type of unusual architectural form in the background. Oftentimes it's desert pictures too. How did you acquire it?
My mom was a collector, and she used to have a store, so she collected artwork and things like that.
The frame dates to about 1875. The painting dates between 1890 and 1905. The painting is worth about $2,500, and there's another $250 in the frame.
Okay, excellent.
So we're going $2,750 tonight on that particular painting. It's beautiful.
Okay, thank you so much.
And maybe your husband can just carry it around the house for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, guys. That's a winner.
Thank you.
So family heirloom, if you can keep it in the family, it's going to increase in value over time. They're young. So I always say, if you can keep it in the family, it's going to increase in value over time. So that's a wonderful piece. Find a nice place for it on an interior wall, away from a radiator, a return, a vent, on windows. Don't put it near a window, and enjoy. Do nothing. Don't clean it. Oh, I need to have it cleaned. No, you don't. It's beautiful. That's a nice painting. Nice painting. Oil on canvas, beautiful. Trisha, thank you very much. I'm glad you love the priority service. The priority service is very, very, I mean, who gives you unlimited appraisals anywhere else? It's wonderful. And you can ask me questions back and forth. It's a great service, if I do say so myself. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you, Robert, for the super chats and the super stickers. I appreciate it very much. You're helping us to help you. So the more you support the channel, the better off we are. And of course, the better off you are, so we can tell you more and more. I've got another guest. I'm Dr. Lori. How are you?
I'm good, Dr. Lori. Thank you for having me tonight.
Nice to see you, hon. What's your first name? Where are you calling from? And what have you got?
Samantha, I'm calling from Amarillo, Texas. This is a Theo Havilland.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And you notice how there's another name at the bottom with the date?
Yes. Yes,
that other name means that Havilland for Limoges, France, sent it over into the United States, and it was painted here. Is this on from your family? Is that person a member of your family going back, or did you buy it someplace?
No, ma'am. I bought it in a box lot for like $20 for several things.
Okay.
I've got another picture that came with it.
How big is it?
I just looked about 9.5 inches.
Okay, does it have a lid on the top that comes off?
It does.
And that's not chipped and that's not cracked. That's beautiful. That's also marked. This is really important for all of you. Remember, if you have a teapot with a lid, if you have a ceramic piece with a lid, the higher end pieces will have a mark on the bottom where you're all looking, and also a mark on the underside of the lid. So you make sure that you're getting the right piece together. A lot of times in the antique malls, antique stores, thrift stores, you know what happens? It of course goes here and there. So you got it at a box lot at an auction?
No, ma'am. At a yard sale.
Okay, yard sale is just in a box.
Well, I collected stuff and I offered $20 and I got the whole box.
Okay, so you went to the yard sale, you took a box and you put them all together and you said, I'll give you $20 for all that. And they said, yes, go.
Yes.
All right. Well, Texans are kind, that's for sure. This particular piece alone is worth $95 just for that one piece of Havilland. It's a big picture, and that picture is intended, in fact, for coffee. And it was hand painted or hand gilded, in fact, by that person who signed their name at the bottom on the date that she signed it. That's a nice one, just under $100. Very nice. I got guests here galore. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. I'm here to set you straight about your art, antiques, and collectibles. Let's see who my next guest is. And while we're getting that person, I'm going to take a drink. All right, not that kind of drink. I'm going to take a drink. Mary, thank you very much. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers, all of you. Yes, I'm glad you like the priority service, and I'm glad that you're doing the video calls. The video calls are a lot of fun. You know, I will have a video call and someone will show me a chest, or they'll show me all different types of pieces. And today I had some wonderful pieces of folks who were trying to have an estate sale. And before they had the estate sale, they wanted me to, of course, show them what everything was worth. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your first name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Sandra, and I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi.
What have you got, hon? You got a salon-style wall with a couple of paintings back there, a couple of framed pieces back there.
I've got a Japanese kimono from the 1970s.
Can we see it? Can you hold it up?
Yes, I sure can.
Are you going to model it? Why don't you model it?
I can do that.
Yeah.
It was handmade, and I know it was handmade in the 1970s. Oh,
yeah.
There we go.
That's nice. Can I see an arm like close up so I can see some of the detail? Yeah, it's nice. So all silk, it came back from abroad.
Yes, it was.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're looking at kimonos, the pieces is what we want to avoid. If you see on the inside, there are the pieces. I like the decoration. I like the contrast of the colors. Remember, certain colors relate to, of course, different status, right? So of course, Europe, in Europe and in the Christian church, this relates to royalty or relates to, of course, high level people in the church, if you will. For a piece like that, the purple is really quite fine. I like the contrast. Value on that piece about $150 in that condition.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I was doing better before I started drinking, actually. I wasn't joking then. How did you acquire it? Oh, she's gone. Sorry. I meant to ask, but how she acquired it. A couple of different things about these pieces. First of all, when it comes to textiles and particularly clothing, you want to look back more. The lobster on the table is because I miss New England. The lobster on the table, of course, is a piece of ceramic, and it's the top of a casserole dish. You probably have had a lobster bake, right? And that's basically what that is. But put that out on the table with a lot of different stuff on the table. Some, of course, carnival glass and some other pieces, some Tiffany boxes and some jewelry too. So also a blue-white elephant there that reminds me of a collection that my mom had of elephants. So anyway, I'm Dr. Lori. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That's the YouTube channel, of course, and you have to ring the bell. Then you'll get alerts. And if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will not get, of course, my videos served up. There is a bell that you need to ring. So you're saying, I'm not getting your videos. You have to subscribe here. So please do that. When you see the bell, ring it. And then you'll get the alerts, because I don't want you to miss one chock full of information video that I do for you. Where's my next guest? Excuse me. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. What's your first name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. It's Ian from Cambridge. How are you?
Hi, Ian. It's nice to see you. Have you got a piece of jewelry for me today?
I sure do.
Well, I'm glad. I like jewelry. When are you sending me a box of jewelry? I'm kidding. Don't send me anything. I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
I also wanted to mention I'm getting an appraisal for my birthday.
You're getting an appraisal for your birthday from me?
Yes. Oh, of course, from you.
When's your birthday?
July 8th.
Well, happy birthday. It'll be fun.
Yes, it will be fun.
It'll be fun.
So I listen to you as I always do. 14K. You've told me 14K and up is better. So I figured I'd let you pick out of these two sapphires.
I don't pick. You know I don't pick, Ian.
Well,
you choose whichever one you want, but I want to make a point about gold, for example. On drloriv.com, I just posted my ultimate gold guide. So if you don't know about gold, I want you to go there because it's going to give you all the information you're going to need about gold. Go there. It's right there at drloriv.com. Look on the research page or just go to the search and just put in gold and it's going to come up for you. Just for you, Ian, and everybody else.
We'll do the little swirl. We'll do the swirl ring then.
Okay, let's do the swirl. I like the swirl. So when you look at the swirl ring, how old is the swirl ring?
Oh, 50s, I would think, isn't it?
The 50s?
60s? No.
No. You're a material girl like Madonna if you're wearing that in the 80s, darling.
Okay, the 80s.
Yes, the 80s. Let's see. It says 14K on it.
Yep.
Looks good. It fits your finger well. It's got, again, the small baguettes of diamonds and, of course, the swirl. And that idea of the swirl like a shrimp, right? Very typical, sort of that idea of having the labyrinth or all the way around. Very typical of the 1980s. Marked 14K, and it's got diamonds, and it also has sapphires. It's set in 14 karat gold. Value on it $750. What'd you pay?
For this one, it was $220.
And where did you buy it?
eBay.
Good. You're doing fine.
Yep.
You're doing
And
fine. So go ahead. What, Ian? I'm sorry. What?
I had it tested by my jeweler because I've had these sized, so it's confirmed. But I also am getting a presidium for my birthday as well.
Get a presidium. You can get them from drloriv.com. Go to the shopping page. I do get a compensation when you buy. It helps us support the channel. But if you go to drloriv.com shopping, specials, and then the shopping page there, you can get the presidium that way, and that'll help us too. But you do need it. You need the presidium, and it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
You know, especially the way Ian does jewelry. Ian likes jewelry probably almost as much as I do. Enjoy it. Wear it in good health. Happy birthday, kiddo. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, where I take your questions and I give you expert answers. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Nina from Quincy, Massachusetts.
Hi, Nina. I like Quincy. I like Massachusetts. It's nice.
Thanks.
What have you got?
Well, I inherited a lot of things, but this is one of them. It was on a piece of yarn, so I was a bit taken aback when I used the presidium tester. That it's real diamonds and it's set on jade.
Yes.
And somebody added this piece later on.
Yeah, that cheap little pin. Why did
it
they
actually
do that?
says 14 karat, and it has like the C. It does say 14 karat, but it is kind of cheesy because it doesn't go all the way around in the front. And it does have these holes, like it was meant for something, but I can't find any.
It does this. So the two strings come down, okay, into it, and it hangs. And it could also hang off of something. So can I see the front? Yeah, because that pin is all wrong. That pin's not right.
Yeah, it's all wrong.
I don't care if it's 14 karat gold. If it's not right, it's not right.
And the diamond.
Can you get closer to the camera?
Sure.
There you go, doll. We want to
that
see
good?
it. We want to see it and feast our eyes.
Looks upside down. It's like the pointy side is up.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So you tested that with the presidium and that tested as a diamond. What about these other stones? What did they test
They're
as?
sapphires and rubies and.
Okay, so they all tested on the presidium as precious gemstones.
Correct.
Great. Okay.
So I was
couple of things.
taken aback.
I think what they were doing, somebody was actually one of them to me would be more of a mistake because you don't usually have a cut stone like that unless they were trying to complete the stones that way. That particular piece is set in jade, so we typically will see that coming out of China in that time period.
Okay.
Time period for it. Have your family had it since the early 1900s?
He was 92 and I'm not sure when he
Could
acquired
have
it.
been his father's piece, early 1900s.
We're Sicilian, so I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so Sicily and much of that part of course, the world has everything trading through it, trading from Africa, trading from the Far East, all of it. What you need to do, however, to get the evaluation, because I'm going to give you a big, huge, high number, right, is you need to go to a GIA certified gemologist who can give you an appraisal for the gemstones, right, set in the jade. The jade is probably $400, $500, just the setting. There's a little bit of gold there, so say that's another $100. And then the stones have to be individually evaluated with an on-site lab. But don't be surprised if it comes up somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 for that piece.
What?
You okay? Take a breath. Take a breath. Well, because each individual stone could be, if the quality is high enough, pretty valuable. You've already tested is it faux or is it not?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So you know that it's not all of them. There's got to be 9, 12, 6, 15 stones there. So
my husband said that he said, well, that looks like a school child did it because the gold is wrapped around. I said, no, the gold is wrapped around each stone the way the stone is formed.
They're not using prongs. What they're doing is they're just basically, they want to hold the stones. Yeah.
Correct.
Very nice. So have it checked. You got to have it checked with an on-site lab. Make sure that jeweler is GIA certified.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lori.
My pleasure.
I've learned so much.
Congratulations. I'm glad you learned so much. Stay right here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And again, remember, you've got to have that information. And people are saying, oh my gosh, I've got to know what this is. Who dare give you, somebody's giving me a thumbs down. I can't be bothered with these people. I care about those of you who are trying to succeed, who want to learn, who know I'm here to help you. That's who I care about. Because all these other people, whatever, let them say whatever they want. You might have had a video chat with me today. I'm so glad that you're learning, that you're watching me with your wife. Good for you. What's the presidium? The presidium is a gem tester, and it's available on my shopping page. And as I said, I do get compensation, a little compensation from, of course, your purchases. It's easy to find on the specials and shop page. It's also where you can get the loop, which will help all of you make money. You're all telling me, oh, the whole world the whole world opened up when I looked through the loop, Dr. Lori. The loop's a big deal. And also the Presidium gem tester. But thank you for asking that question. A lot of people didn't know that. So yeah, I want you to use it. It's a great way to tell whether your gems are real or not. It will actually identify it for you. It'll save you a lot of money, and it will also save you on making mistakes when you're actually looking. So if you had a ring like this and you put the gem tester there, you would know. See, a lot of these folks like Juliana saying the Presidium is the best. And again, you of course, you of course support us when you go to our shopping page. And the other things I want you to shop for, because you all asked for them, the tote bag and the t-shirt and the Ask Dr. Lori, Dr. Lori Says I'm Priceless mug. But the t-shirts have been very, very popular. So I hope you'll go buy some of those too, and you can get them right here on the channel. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, where I'm doing free appraisals for you tonight. Who's my next guest? Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you?
Lori, how are you?
Hi, baby. I'm good. What's your name?
Felicia.
Hi. And where are you calling from?
Oh my God. But anyway, I have this piece because I know you have a lot of people.
No. Hold the phone. Time out. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay. And you said something before I talked over you. You said you're Felicia and you're...
I'm Felicia. Yes.
Okay. You excited to talk to me tonight?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I'm excited to talk to you, baby. So what's happening? What have you got?
So I bought this beautiful, interesting piece. It's like cloth.
Okay. Can I see the piece?
Yeah. Hold on. So
I'm looking kind of at you, kind of at a part of the piece. We want to see the whole piece.
Oh, okay. So let me see. How do I do
You got to put the piece against something, then you got to back up, and you can't be in the shot.
There
I don't know how else to do it. That's how you got to do it.
See it?
Oh, yeah. That's nice. I like that.
And
I like
cloth.
that kind of tropical.
Yeah, and it's a cloth piece. It's made of cloth.
I know. It's batik and cloth. I like it. It's good. How did you acquire it? How much did you pay for it?
$5 at Goodwill.
Who's going wrong at $5 at Goodwill? Nobody. You can't go wrong at $5 at Goodwill. That piece dates to the 1970s, judging from the frame, and also the deterioration of the textile. I would say value on that piece, $75.
Okay. Thank
Nice.
you.
Nice. Bye-bye, Florida. She's cute. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun watching the videos. I hope you watch the videos. And if you miss something, you rewatch them so you get all the information. I hope you're sharing them with your friends too. Don't forget video calls with me. If your camera's shy and you don't want to be on, that's okay. You can do a video call with me too. And I want you to remember, you can show me anything during a video call. Today I looked at Limoges ceramics. I looked at some jewelry. I looked at chests like this one. This was a big surprise. This was a big number, almost $50,000 for that chest. It was gorgeous. Beautiful and video calls. So lots of information out there. It's a great way to get it all done. I had somebody who was doing an hour with me just looking at stuff saying, Dr. Lori, I've got so much stuff. I just want to go through it. Be organized and I'll help you do it. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Hi, how are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Jackie from Los Angeles.
Hi, Jackie. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure.
I have this little Goodwill find that a couple of weeks ago that I found.
I like that. I need hand off it. Can you hold it from the top just for a minute?
Yeah.
There we go. I never usually tell you guys to do this because you always want to hold from the bottom. Thank you. Okay. All right. I like the blue. I like the glaze. I like the attention to detail. Is there any mark on the bottom?
There's no mark. It's like a coppery glaze on the bottom. There's coppery glaze, but there's nothing else.
You see the large area of like the donut, about the donut. Like, you see how it's thick? I like it to be thinner. When they're thick like that, it usually tells me about some characteristics of the piece. It does look like there's a signature in the bottom. You might be able to see the W's.
It's very fine.
Very faint. Yeah, it's very faint. But I do see something there. Studio pottery, stoneware, ceramic, glazed. I would say time period, the 1970s to the 1980s, and value on that piece, easily $60.
Okay.
How much did you pay? Did you get it at Goodwill?
Goodwill, $3.99.
There you go. I like it. I like it. That's a nice one. The other thing I like about it is the color, the attention to detail. Remember when all of the hotel rooms where everything was blue and brown? you know, maybe 2000 from 2000 to like 2010. If you watch HGTV, everything was blue and brown. That's basically what you're looking at there. But yours is earlier. That's a nice piece.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think it's an art student. I think it's a studio piece. I don't know if it's an art student piece. Nothing against art students. I love and have taught many art students, but I would say I think it's a bit of a leg up over an art student, probably a studio artist who's working on those pieces. But it's a nice piece. And the thing that was great about it was the form. The glaze is nice. The color is nice. Sure. That's what we all sort of get mesmerized by, right? But the form is what really, the experts are looking at the form. We're not, you know, signature, sure, there's a lot of pottery out there, but look at the form. And then you look at the color, and then you look at the glaze, and then you say, okay, who did it? So there's a method to this madness. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Lori. How are you?
Good. What's your first name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Winfred from Pittsburgh.
Hi, Winfred. How are things in Pittsburgh? I love Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's a beautiful day today, and I sometimes watch you on PTL as well.
What do you mean you sometimes watch me on KDKA Channel 3?
Well, I mean, I don't watch you live, but because I'm working, but I'll catch you later when I do the binge link. So I'll definitely catch up on those. I see you.
Well, I'll allow you to work. Poor guy's got to go to work, right? What he's referring to is my regular weekly appearance, of course, on CBS television. So thank you very much. Okay, what have you got, honey?
All right, so I have this kind of little bowl trinket dish.
Oh, I love that. That's an ooh and an ah. And here's why it's an ooh and an ah. The middle and the inside is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's Asian. It's hand painted. It's got this nice, of course, metal around it. But then when you turn it over the bottom, it's going to say, not for food service. You could be poisoned.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yep. And that's when I go, oh, I liked it, but I'm putting it back.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a tip you guys should see. You should remember that one. It's nice. It's decorative. Could you resell it? Sure. I don't know if he's reselling stuff or not, but you could. But that is a telltale sign that we're mass producing these in large numbers, and the governments are telling us we got to tell everybody what's going wrong. So it's probably lead, so you don't want to eat out of it, but it is decorative and pretty, worth about $50. Where did you get it? How much did you pay?
Yeah, so I got it from the Goodwill, and it was like, it stuck out to me because it was on like the wicker basket shelf, and I was like, this doesn't belong here, so it kind of stuck out.
Right.
So, but yeah, I thought it was nice, but that's good. Yeah, I should have known from the bottom. You're right.
That's okay, because you know it's fine because it is decorative. It is fine, and there's somebody out there who will want to buy it from you, or you like it in your own home. It's good looking, fine. But in terms of quality, not so much. But that's one of the other tips. I'm doing, of course, selling tip videos that you're saying, oh, you're selling tips, Dr. Lori. So don't forget to tune into those. But I want to tell you that, you know, it reminds me of Kermit the Frog. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things doesn't belong.
Yeah.
When something is in an unusual place, that usually means another shopper has seen it and wanted to hide it, because it shouldn't have been in the wicker, on the wicker shelf, that's for sure. And usually in these thrift stores, they're organized and they put similar items together. But nice to see you. Thanks so much. And I'm sorry you have to go to work. It's much more fun to watch me. So binge. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, and I do this to try to help all of you learn what to look for. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers. You're supporting the channel. You're also supporting the channel by, of course, doing the likes, and of course by letting us see those comments. I'm happy to answer your questions in the comments too. So thank you for all of that. So I'm the PhD antiques appraiser, years and years and years of experience in museums and auctions, and of course museums. And I want you to learn what to look for, what experts really look for, right? And when I go shopping, and I feature, of course, thrift store shopping, when you can shop with Dr. Lori, I leave everything at the thrift store so you can go get it. I don't go and take the best things from these thrift stores so you can't benefit. I leave it there. I show you what's valuable, and then I leave it there for you because I want you to succeed. Who's my next guest? I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live.
Oh, hi, Dr.
Hi.
I'm excited to be on here.
I'm happy to see you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Diane from Orchard Park near Buffalo. And
hi, nice to see you.
Grew up a half a mile from the Martin House. And
I did a lecture at the Martin House, which is a Frank Lloyd Wright house in, of course, Buffalo. Some fantastic architecture in Buffalo. Louis Sullivan's The Guarantee Building is also in Buffalo. Wonderful example. What have you got, a basket?
Yes. My friends and I have been having a garage sale at my house. And I asked her what she thought about this basket because I thought it was something special. And she says, put that back in the house until you find out.
Okay. So when you suggest this, you start to ask a lot of other people, and there are a lot of groups that will ask me. There are a lot of these groups online who will go, oh, Dr. Lori, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? And they come here, so they learn from my channel. So can I see the bottom of that basket? And how did you acquire it?
I can't remember if I bought it at an estate sale or
how much did you pay for it?
I don't remember, but not.
Can you get really close to the camera so I can teach all of you guys about baskets? And stop moving. Stop moving. All right. I want you to look at the coils. If you look at those baskets, it literally looks like it is actually a round, and then the reed is coiled, so it looks like this. My finger is the thing, and then they coil it around, all the way around. Pretty indicative, of course, of pieces that are oftentimes made in the Southwest. You will see a different type of coiling, which is usually counterclockwise, of the Haida people of the inside passage of Alaska. So this looks like a Southwestern basket. It's brightly colored. So vegetable dyes are actually used first to make the different colors of the reed. That's why you don't only have a brown basket, but you actually have the berry colors as well. That's what you're looking at there. It's a pretty nice basket. Is it, how wide is it? 8 inches across?
7 inches.
7 inches across?
6 inches.
So that's a basket for, of course, carrying something. And I would say value on that basket, just about $125. So it's not a yard sale piece. That piece has to be sold online to get top dollar.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. It dates to about the 1940s to the 1960s. It's not particularly old, but it is very nice and decorative. And, if you have a feeling in your gut, like you're doing a yard sale, you're doing an estate sale, and you think, geez, there's something about this object. There's a reason, stop and ask me. I got a million different ways you can ask me. You can send a photo through drloriv.com. You can be here with me on a night when I'm doing, of course, Ask Dr. Lori Live. You can ask a question, Thanks for telling us about my wife's painting. We'll be scheduling a video call. Well, Adam, thank you, hon. It was nice to see both of you. And I appreciate all the support, and I'm glad you're watching the channel. Keep watching it. You'll learn a lot, I hope. So I would, but don't tell Dr. Lori, jewelry goes in lined boxes. That's right. Jewelry has to go in lined boxes. And if you want the box that I use to store jewelry, it's on my specials page. You can go to the shopping page and you can buy my recommended jewelry boxes. And they're the best because they have separated areas, because they let a lot of airflow go through. They have trays that come out. They will store everything. They store my collection. They're going to store yours too. So lots of room in those jewelry boxes. You can get it at the specials page. And yes, I get a small compensation if you purchase from our pages. And that helps to support the channel. And of course, help to support my great staff, who I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for them. So, all right. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm so happy you're with me. Thank you for being here. And thank you for watching the channel. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chad's Ford, Pennsylvania.
Chad's Ford, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
The mainstay of the Brandywine School, a very famous artist from Chad's Ford named Andrew Wyeth. You probably all know Andrew Wyeth. And there's a gorgeous museum dedicated to Wyeth. And of course, the people of his circle, like Howard Pyle and others, in that neck of the woods. I'm sorry?
The Brandywine River Museum.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
In Chad's Ford.
About a mile from my house. Yeah.
Yep.
Love
So what's your first name, hon?
Joni.
Joni, is your hand over the speaker, the mic?
I don't know. I'm trying to hold
Oh,
it.
now it's not. I can't really hear you, Joni.
So I have to turn the camera though, right?
You don't have to really do anything. All you have to do is show me the object.
Okay. I have a painting or a sketch etching.
A painting, a sketch, and etching. Well, if you keep trying, we'll figure out what it is. I don't see the whole piece. Can I see the whole piece?
Let me see. I'm gonna
Look where your camera is, and then put the piece in front of the camera.
Yeah. Okay.
And then remember something which is called focal length. You know, it needs a little bit of room to focus. Yep. Well, we're getting your sofa. We're getting the pillow. We're getting the wall.
I can't get it. Oh,
there you go. Stop. Move to the right. Move to the left. Move to the left. Okay. Wrong way. Stop. There we go. All right. Now we got it.
Got it. Sorry.
That's all right. Please don't be sorry. It's no problem. Everybody wants you to know what's what. All right. Is it signed at all?
Yes, it's in pencil.
Can you read it? Because you'll never be able to get it.
It's so light and I'm blind. Giovanni Battista.
Giovanni Battista.
Tiepolo.
Tiepolo.
And 1692.
Yes. What you have is you have a 19th century reproduction of a Tiepolo. Tiepolo, very, very famous artist of course, active in the 14 to the early 1600s. Tiepolo, very, very popular. And he is, in fact, an Italian artist, and he's working in the Mannerist style into the early Baroque. So dramatic Italians, you know, very dramatic, lots of figures, lots of arms, lots of musculature.
Yeah.
Terrific piece. That particular piece is a 19th century or an 1800s copy of the earlier piece from the 1600s.
Okay.
So if you had the piece from the 1600s, I'd be in the 6,500 to 8,500 range. Your particular piece is, first of all, cut down. You can see on the left-hand side that it's been cut and it's been into this frame. And this particular piece has a market value about $250 from the 1800s, looking back at the 1600s.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice. Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank
I would
you.
add about $40 for the frame.
Thank you.
The Brandywine River Museum. If you have a chance, you know, if you have a chance to get into your favorite museum, go visit one of your favorite paintings. My favorite paintings at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Her name is Ernestra Drinker. She's a little girl holding her nurse's hand. Beautiful piece by a Philadelphia-based artist named Cecilia Bow, one of my favorites. And I have favorite paintings at museums all over the world. I'm lucky that way. Yeah, lots of pieces I like to go see, paintings and sculptures. All right. Thank you very much, Mick, for the super chat, super stickers. Thank you for supporting the channel. We support you in all the things that you do, whether they are battles, medical battles, or maybe they're trying to succeed with, of course, this particular reselling, or maybe you're trying to find that piece that you've been looking for a long time. My mom loved a painting by an artist named Neil Welliver that I'm still looking for. So wonderful, wonderful things that we do here on the community. Thank you very much. Thanks for being my guest. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter at drloriv.com. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. It's Carmen Duchamp from North Providence, Rhode Island.
Nice to see you. What have you got?
I called you the other day and I made a butt of myself outside.
No, you can't make any mistakes here. We're all friends. What are you doing? What happened?
I guess it's from 1900s. It seems to be, they said a water pipe.
Oh, you have okay. I'm not seeing the whole piece because
Nice
you're
to
too
see
close.
you.
You're too close. I know you're on the stairs, so be careful around the stairs. But basically, I want you
sorry.
to show me don't be sorry. Show me the piece so I can see the whole. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, water pipe. All right. Asian, early 20th century, value on those, just about $100. How'd you acquire it? How much did you pay for it?
Oh, $100, yeah.
How much did you pay for it? How much did you pay for it, and where did you get it?
I got it from Salvation Army online and I paid $50 with shipping.
All right, that's okay. Well, that's with shipping. So you didn't really pay $50 for the piece. You paid that other extra money for the shipping. So be aware of that, but that's a nice piece. So you'll double your money.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Nice to see you. Don't apologize. We'll figure it out. I just like to move along because I want to make sure that everybody gets in as many as we can, because the more I can teach you, the more you're all going to learn. So that's why I move it along. you know, and those are, she's rude, she's abrupt, she's this, she's that. I'm trying to help you. I'm none of those things, but call me whatever you want. I don't care. Anyway, thank you for the super chats and the super stickers. I love all of you. It's good to be with you. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. We got any more guests? Let's see. Here's one more, or maybe many more. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live.
Oh, wow. Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Kevin. My wife, Robin. We're from Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Port St. Lucie. That's nice.
Yes, it is.
Nothing wrong with the Treasure Coast. I like it down there.
Awesome.
All right. What have you got?
All right. We have I believe to be a watercolor of Mount Fuji.
Can you get closer to it?
Want me to move closer to? And the mark. Kevin, can you get the mark?
You got that? Is that
So
work?
it's in a mat. There's a mat on top of it.
Yes, there is a matting. And
I think it's
that,
silk.
I believe
Yeah,
it's
it's
silk.
printed on silk.
There is a little.
It's on a textile. Kevin, can you speak up, Kevin?
Yes, it is.
It's on a textile like silk, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is actually painted onto silk. It is not a print. It looks like a block print, but it's not. The mat is what looks like it's all one, but the mat is actually on top of the piece. The chop mark is rather small, the red chop. It also basically tells you the artist name. It does not have a publisher's or printer's cipher because it's an original work of art. Can I see the back?
Yes, we can show you that as well.
We found this.
That's right. That's right. So that piece is Japanese, not Chinese. That piece dates to the 1930s, 1940s, prior to World War II. Value on that piece is going to be $150.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. It's beautiful. I would get a new mat for it that's acid free. And while they're in there, have them clean the glass on both sides.
Okay.
That thing will shine once they clean the glass. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. I'm going to teach you what you need to know so you can succeed. Thanks for being with me. See you next time.
We got it at the last minute. We were the last one.